Singapore is home to thousands of emigrant foreign workers. And among them are about 150,000 manual workers from Bangladesh. Mostly are male workers.
Bangladesh workers in Singapore, for years have been preying, stalking and using maids as easy meat for their sexual desires, with impunity. Unlike other foreign workers in Singapore, only Bangla and Indian men they like to prey on maids. The lonely maids have become an obsession, free fodder, easy meat to satisfy their libido. It is becoming too rampant and becoming pandemic proportions. Every Sunday, around Paya Lebar and Lucky Plaza, have become a flesh market for thousands of Banglas, to gather, stalk, prey and pick maids for their lust and sexual desires. Where maids gather for their weekend off days, Banglas will be there too. These foreign workers, Banglas and Indian, will prey our maids for their sexual pleasures. They are all over Singapore, in shopping malls, markets and void decks, preying and stalking our maids, asking maids for contact phone numbers, or passing out slips of papers with their own numbers to maids. Every Sunday, Singapore's parks, gardens and beaches are full of maids in Banglas. Looks like it is off-limit to Singaporeans. At the East Coast Park, along the coast, Banglas and maids pitch tents for their sex, love nests. It is cheaper than booking a hotel room. The park's authorities don't mind, as they collect rental fees. The sex camps are right in a public recreational park and beach areas that are meant for family outings. I am sure making love in a public area is a punishable offense. I have seen in public, Bangladesh guys tugging, pulling, manhandling on these helpless maids. In public, nobody intervened. The maids just froze, offers no resistance, just give a blank stare out of fear or surrender, to sex-hungry Banglas. I believe sometimes when maids are reluctant force are used. It's common to see Banglas kissing, hugging maids on public transport on Sundays, sights which loathe Singaporeans. Often reluctant maids are followed. A maid relate to me, of her ordeal. After sending money back home, in Paya Lebar, how a Bangla followed her, all the way from Geylang Serai to Sengkang, took the same bus, right until her block, just to get her phone number. She was terrified. It is normal, any unattended maids will be stalked and pestered for phone numbers. This is sexual harassment. As we know, hundreds of maids are pregnant every year. As always, the girls get used and abandoned, and often sent back home to their country. It is a financial loss to the maid. When things goes wrong, it is easy for the Bangla guy to vanish off. The phone calls go silent, unanswered. The maid does not know where the guy lives. It must be in a dormitory somewhere with thousands other workers with no room number. Some maid resort to forced abortion. The maids do not know how to complain and address their problems. They are easily exploited. On numerous occasions I have heard of maids, after booking a hotel room with their Bangla boyfriends, find their money and possession missing along with their boyfriends. And Banglas, who bring their friends in the same room. I also heard cases of sexual offenses, forced sex, spiked drinks and broken promises. There are more sinister intentions besides a normal Bangla and maid relationship when molest and rapes do happen. Most maids are too scared to report. Whatever happens, these girls will never ever report to the authorities or police, let alone inform their employers. Afraid they will be sent back home. They are the silent victims of sexual misconduct of our Bangladesh foreign workers. At Jurong Park, Toa Payoh Park, Botanical Gardens, Sentosa are full of Banglas and maids. Some openly, displaying disgusting acts in public. The open space between Kalawang Airport Drive and Kalawang Airport Way is littered with couples, Banglas and maids, openly displaying intimate and sensuous behaviors. It's like an open love field. Making love, right until night falls. The cleaner, working at Kalawang Park, tells me of clearing dozens of used condoms every morning. These are not a normal boy-girl relationships. These are clear-cut issues of sex predators, sex-hungry predators, taking advantage of naive, vulnerable maids for their sexual pleasures. As we know, the Bangladesh Indians come from a country where women are subservient to men, a male chauvinistic society. A rape occurs every 15 minutes. These Bangla Indian sex predators come from countries where women are not respected and subservient to men. Sexual abuse, rape, molest and violence against women are rampant. They escaped conviction in their country, and in Singapore they do with impunity, untouched by the authorities.
Some of these foreign workers have wives or husband back home in their country, and here in Singapore, they are freely engaging promiscuous and adulterous behaviors. Banglas like to tell maid that Singapore is Bangla country, and that they know a lot of policemen who are their friends. This a lie sex predators use to cow their innocent victims. Naive new maids start to believe that Singapore is a Bangla or Indian nation. As we know, thousands of Singaporeans are fined, jailed or shamed for the slightest sexual misconduct. Ye Bengal sex predators roam free with impunity. Bangla's sexual misconduct in public, regardless of onlookers. Their mischief can be described as bold and brazen. These Bangla foreign workers and maids have displayed behaviors that have been very disconcerting and caused unease and disgust among Singaporeans. As a civilized, family-oriented nation, action must be taken to apprehend these sex predators, curtail such abuses and protect our maids. Maids must have guidelines about spending their off days, rules and regulations not to abuse and misbehave, not to offer their bodies to foreign workers. Willing or unwilling, the line must not be crossed. All this must be within the boundaries of Singapore labor laws. Bangla foreign workers and maids with work permit holders. They are breaking Singapore's civil and labor laws. The red lines are crossed when these Bangla sex predators freely, randomly bring maids to hotels for their sexual exploits. I believe these foreign workers, Banglas and maids, have contravened and defy their working contract, which requires good behavior, and not to cause public unease. There are Indonesian maids who claim that they are married, are contractual, nikah siri, with Bangla's guys in Singapore.
Then all time talking kait pula, no talking liar. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
My suggestions. Every Sundays, the authorities, police and MOM must check out and record Banglas, Indians and maids booking into hotels. Hotels must record room bookings by Bangla and maids. The National Parks Authority must keep track of park users and campsites not for sinister activities. All tents must not be fully covered, and they must not use it as a place to make love. Any inappropriate and unacceptable activities, as parks are a public recreational areas. Bangla Indian drivers must not use their employers' vans on Sundays for making love. Recently I saw a van with mattress and maids in East Coast Park. Apprehend Banglas and maids who display flirtatious and indecent behavior in public. Example in public transport or parks. The authorities in MOM, after taking care of liquors and drunk rioting Indians, getting rid of China women in Gailing, it is time to reprimand and discipline Bangla's Indians sex predators of stalking, preying and sex-ploiting our maids with impunity. Singaporeans are arrested, fined, punished and shamed for various sexual offences, however minor the offence is. Smoking, parking offences to name a few. Yet thousands of Bangla's foreign workers have it free and easy, with impunity, stalking and preying maids for their sexual desires. Maids and their boyfriends caught in their employer's home will be fined, deported and banned from entering Singapore. Maid agencies must inform the police of these incidents. Maids' off days must not exceed 6 p.m. and if possible falls on weekend. Bangla Indian men who are responsible for any pregnancies will be fined and made to pay for all costs. In Dubai, e.g., Bangla men are fined and jailed. No partying, part-time work or consuming alcohol. Some maids are moonlighting on weekends for extra cash. The lawmakers must also propose a decency law to ban flirtatious and indecent behavior in public. There must be a good behavior grading among our foreign workers. I am sure employers do not want to live with a maid that are lovesick, heartbroken or stressed. With this new ruling, it definitely will give employers a deserving peace of mind and relief. The employers as a guardian, with bank guarantee. The maid, work permit holder as and always will be under the custody of the employer.